Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to this meeting, which I have convened to present to you the template for the massive nationwide reorientation campaign to be embarked upon by this ministry very soon. Those invited to this meeting have been painstakingly selected because I believe they have the necessary expertise to help drive the campaign. However, let me state all the curriculum that everyone in this information and culture, as well as our status, is key to the campaign. This is because, as the lead ministry, we must first buy into the campaign and own it before we can propagate it. As I've said on several occasions, the National Orientation Agency will be in the forefront of the campaign because it is in line with its mandate to positively change attitudes, values, and behaviors. Make no mistake about it, we need to change the way we do things in Nigeria. It is important, as I always repeat, to let our people know that they cannot continue to do things the same way and expect a different result. The impending campaign must take on the indiscipline, the lack of respect for time, loss of tested values and directly lead to attitudinal change in such a way that there will be a paradigm shift in the way we do things. This is also in line with my vision as Minister of Information and Culture. Ladies and gentlemen, I put enormous work into the presentations that we're about to show you. Consider them the template for the campaign, but please feel free to critique them and make suggestions so that the campaign can be ready on time for its launch this year or soon. I thank you for listening.
Thank you very much.
Well, fantastic, because he brought together a number of ideas, and clearly the minister has hit the ground running by and at the direction that we are going, with all the inclusiveness and collation of ideas and experience. We are going to give this country a very good campaign, I assure you. We are prepared, we are ready. You know that mobilization is part of what we do, and some of the things that are being introduced we have trained for it, we are prepared for it, we are ready to implement the strategy. We are ready to implement the strategy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yes, it's been long, very fruitful, very enlightening, very inspiring. I want to commend the minister for his forward-looking approach to the issues of publicizing and sustaining the change momentum that is in the country today. It was a meeting that we brainstormed on various strategies, and I can tell you that Nigerians are in for very good times. You know, if the ministry is able to drive this process the way we have taken a look at it. But it's the minister's baby, and he is actually at the forefront of driving it, and so far so good. Sure, because we run the agencies. The agencies are actually the teeth arm of the ministry, so it is our bounden duty to assist this government, to work with this government as parts and parcels of this process to drive the change agenda, because our loyalty is to the government and the president, and we will work and do our level best to make sure that we form Nigerians and drive the change process.
Yeah, it was been a long one. It went well, and he has given us the template for the mass national orientation campaign that the government will carry on. We, as an agency, will key into it and ensure that we carry out capacity building programs for journalists who will be the key drivers of the change agenda, for them to understand the principles and all the ethical responsibilities they should exercise in the conduct and dissemination of information to drive the change agenda.
Thank you, sir. Well, I think the meeting went very well. Obviously, it's really our discussions around how to drive information down to the people was a key element of the discussions we had in the meeting, and obviously how to get more citizens changing the orientation of our citizens is also equally important discussion points that we had today. Overall, I think it's just really for us to frame a new strategy of engagement in terms of getting members of the public to buy into the change message, and making sure that all of us we share collective responsibility for the future of our country. And I think that I think is the central takeaway from today's meeting. Well, every agency has a different mandate, and for us at the National Broadcasting Commission, I mean, if anything exemplifies change, it is the digital switchover that we're involved in. I mean, because that's basic, and it gives not only the NBC but our country a unique opportunity, as I've always consistently said, to remake broadcasting, especially television broadcasting, and make it a lot more people-centric. That it also helps to deal with some of the social issues that we have in our country. That's what we can do. But on a more practical level, we do have the ability now with digital to help government messaging reach the members of the public in a very direct and a very interactive way, of course. And that's what we're bringing to this whole strategy session as well. Project is we're going to have a presentation for the Honourable Minister to obviously to give him a status update of where we are. And then after that, he's in the best possible position to now. I mean, we're lucky now we have a minister who's very proactive and is quite very knowledgeable as well. I mean, from the statements he's made over the last couple of days, I mean, it shows he's also very knowledgeable about all the issues around digital switchover. So we'll certainly look forward to his leadership in driving the switchover process much faster, and we're all committed to making the new deadline as it stands. Consignments have been coming into the country, but the larger issues obviously is down around when we now set the dates to go back to Jos. I mean, but we've been receiving set-top boxes. They've been coming in, but all the other elements we're now having to work together to make sure that all the elements are in place. Thank you.
Yes, I think the meeting went well. At least we're able to give our opinions as to what can be done to publicize the change agenda. So I think it went well. Like I said earlier in the meeting, I said we can endow prizes for films that espouse the change agenda. All right, that's the best we can do, because we're a regulatory agency. We're not a production system. We are not in charge of film development, so we only deal with the end product. Whatever they do, they bring back to us. The best we can do is to advise them that they should go in this direction. But naturally, if you do that, they will ask you, okay, you want us to do this, do you have the funds to give us? So it's better to endow a prize, as a carrot for those who may want to do it willingly. When they do it and the film is good, we can say, okay, we'll give you this. All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.